Hello. Today's video is for a Gemini male. Let's see what the cards say for him. So just shuffling the cards up a little bit. Anything that falls out is important. And we will lay these cards down. So I'm going to bring this card over here so it does not get mixed up. So the first three cards are the heart of the situation right now. Observation, routine, and communication. Your next two cards are your past, growth, trickery. Your next two are your present, perspective, nature. Your next card is another past card, anticipation, your next card is your present card, preparation. The next three cards are your future. Resistance, distraction, and protection. Let's jump in and see what they have to say. The first card is observation. Observation asks that you hold back from reacting and take some time to analyze the situation. There may be something of value that will only reveal itself if given the time. This card is also saying that you could be better served as being a spectator and staying out of a situation. You will learn more from listening than from talking. And your next card, routine. Routine speaks to the things we do out of habit because it is part of who we are, what is expected of us. In many ways, it is routine that creates stability. However, it can also lead to stagnation or getting into a rut. Ask yourself, are you in a routine that makes a foundation for success? Or are you merely going through the motions because you don't know what else to do? Your next card is communication. Communication brings the message to speak up and state what you want. You may think those around you know your needs and desires, but that may not be the case. Now is the time to articulate your wishes. Communication asks that you get clear on what you want so that there will be no misunderstanding or confusion later. The next cards we're going to get into are your past cards. growth, trickery, and anticipation. Growth directs your attention to areas of your life that have become remarkably different as a result of gaining a skill or understanding that you did not possess in the past. You may pull this card if you are on the cusp of a growth spurt, as a change that will move your life in a new direction is approaching. The next one is trickery. When trickery appears, it is a signal to be aware, to be more conscious of the actions of those around you, because someone may be trying to employ a bit of deception to get what they want. This card may also indicate that your situation could benefit from allowing for some innovative and creative thinking. A little deception for the sake of the greater good may be warranted. And the next card is anticipation. Anticipation brings hope and butterflies in the belly as we expect something to happen that brings joy or satisfaction. There is but one warning. Be careful of any attachments held for the desired outcome. If what you receive falls short of expectations, the feeling of joy can transform into disappointment. What are you looking forward to at this moment? How will you adjust if your expectations are not met? I feel like in your past, during a growing, impressionable time, there was some trickery, deception, and what you thought or were hoping for never occurred. Do not allow those feelings to tell you how you're going to live your present and your future. Again, what are you looking forward to at this moment? And how will you adjust if your expectations are not met? Present. The first card is perspective. When you take a moment to stop, disengage, and open your mind to seeing the situation from a different perspective, you might realize there is more information available that will assist in ensuring the best course of action is taken. When perspective appears, your situation will benefit from slowing down and holding off on any significant decision making, as you may not have all the information that is available to ensure that all aspects of the situation are considered. The next card is nature. When nature appears, it may indicate that you are long overdue for some outside time. Take this as a cue to go for a walk, head out into the park, or go to the beach. New ideas and inspiration will come through connecting with nature. And your next card in your present is preparation. This card speaks to getting ready for something you know is on the horizon and planning for it accordingly. It's about getting all your ducks in a row, or in this case, clams, so that you can achieve the most beneficial outcome. The next cards are your future cards. And the first one in your future is the Resistance card. Brings an obstacle or adds friction to a situation. Ideas that once would have sailed into completion may now require some additional work. You may find a project or goal now requires an extra step to pass on to another phase. Resistance might manifest itself as a need for approval from an outside influence that takes longer to achieve. When resistance appears in a reading, you are asked to be adaptable and find the path of least resistance. The next card in your reading is Distraction. When the Distraction card is pulled in a reading, you may need to consider if the situation you are inquiring about is in fact nothing more than a distraction. Something that is taking your attention away from a more valuable opportunity. It may also serve as a warning that a successful conclusion may be at risk due to something drawing your attention away from the goal. And the next card in your reading is Protection. When this card appears, it is a sign to move forward, knowing that you are protected. Lean into its energy during times of stress or when you're feeling vulnerable. Doing so will allow you to shift your focus away from fear and restriction to feeling confident to take action. It is when we feel at ease that we can create and that we can grow. Hold this card when you need to feel at one with your higher self and divine spirit, as together they offer protection. Let's look into the actually it'd be the first card because it fell out while I was shuffling. Abundance. Abundance brings a reminder that there is a place where you too will find a myriad of possibilities. Focus your energy and attention on not what you lack, but what you know is out there waiting for you. Let your intuition be your guide. Abundance may appear if you need a reminder that from your current position, you might not see what is out there waiting for you. Of course, most of the time this card represents a positive outcome. However, because these crows can be a bit cheeky, the meaning could very well indicate an abundance of something less favorable, such as an abundance of water in your basement,